So normally what you do when you set in is you would take your chisel and match it to your carving, your design, as close as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can make the design match your chisels, which is actually the better way to go. But in this case, since I'm trying to demonstrate that you can use 3 chisels to start off in wood carving. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually use this chisel. You can see I've outlined it right there around that part of the leaf. I can probably do the same thing down here. But for these bigger sweeps, what I'm actually going to wind up doing is using the V tool to come back in. So we'll show you how that goes. Again, I'm just following the curve of this chisel all the way around. So the chisel is actually kind of dictating this cut. And that's a vertical cut, so I'm meeting that other side of the, where the ground comes into there. So what I'm going to do to make the rest of this is, again, come in with the V tool, but again, try and hold it more vertical. So one side, so the side that's actually going into towards the carving is going to be held pretty much at a 90 degree to the ground, and the other side will cut however it does. So. Clamp all the way so I can get to this side. Clamps to the other side. Again, using the mallet is going to enable you to kind of have a little more control. And I'm just watching where that line, comes over. So at this point, I want to be careful not to actually undercut the wood, which, when I mean undercut, if I come in, if I'm setting in and I come in at an angle, like that, then I'm going to actually undercut my design. So that means when I carve this down, that's the next stage, is actually to carve kind of a shape to that, right? It's actually going to change the outline of the carving. So what with the set in, basically you want to come straight down into the wood. So. Clean up the background a little bit in this area. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect at this point. We're gonna come back in on this, but it helps if you just make it cleaner. Everything is nice, kind of in the same level. Same thing on this side where I came in with the V-tool. And then I'm just going to carve down here because this is supposed to be a stem. So so one thing about this pine is that any set-in marks you make are going to be go quite deep without much effort, and it might be something that you have to clean up later because it will really show if you put some finish on this. So there you have it, a basic leaf shape, and it's grounded out and ready to be shaped. So I think we're going to save the rest of the carving for another episode, but going back to what we were originally talking about and having only, starting out, the 3 chisels that you need. So we can see I've done that, and I'd be able to shape the rest of this, and I'll show you in the next video how I can shape the rest of this using only these 3 chisels and making a fairly nice carving. So anyhow, hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for further episodes from the Garage Woodcarver. Thanks so much.